Hello, my name is Agatha, and this is a tarot reading to find out who is going to be the next president of the USA. Not in the next election or anything like that, it's the next president. Now, when there will be a next president, I have no idea, It could be 7 years from now, it could be less time from now, I don't know. So it's not about the next election, it's about the next president of the USA. So it's going to be number 46, if I'm not mistaken. Donald Trump is number 45, so number 46. Who's going to be the next president of the USA? I'm going to use the Spiral Tarot, and I'm going to use and also the Soul Cards number 2. And it's going to be a Celtic cross spread, which is a 10-card spread. And for each card, I'm going to use another clarification card by the Soul Cards, number 2. So it's going to be in total a 20-card spread. So the question is, who is going to be the next president of the USA? Number 46. That's it. That's all I want to know. Let's see if the cards can reply, can answer that. And then you can come back and tell me you were right, you were wrong, something like that. If you'd like your own personal reading, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be happy and delighted to work with you. Why am I dressed like this? Because it's cold in Portugal. It's cold in Portugal. So today is the 21st of December 2017. Whoa, 2017. Yesterday, yesterday, to me, it was the 80s. So I don't understand how come it's 2017. I don't understand this. I have co-workers that, my God, they're so young. They're so young. It's weird. It's weird, Anyway, let's see. Who is going to be the next president of the USA? The number 46. Number 46. Okay. Maybe a rich guy. Well, there's going to be a lot of work for this person. I said guy, but it could be a woman, Who? Could be a woman. Doesn't. Oh, the devil. Maybe a Capricorn. The Strength card. There's swords. There's a star. Okay. And there's the Nine of Swords. You know what I think? I think this person, whomever this person is, could be a man or a woman, is kind of going to regret it. So this is not Donald Trump, it's the next one after him, okay? The next one. So this is not the next election, it's the next president. How, in whatever way, he or she, might come into office. I don't know how that will happen. And there's how many Major Arcana cards? There's 1, 2, 3 Major Arcana cards in 10 cards. Okay, let's see. Clarification for each one of these cards. This person maybe has worked or will be working a lot to get to this place, to this position, but then he or she will regret it. It's not funny, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. Okay, he will carry the light of the family. This is interesting. He or she carries the light. And this is a wish comes true. Okay, who is it? Ooh. Okay, someone will not be like this. Maybe this person will come about because this president isn't doing well. There's like a breakdown of this president, of the Donald Trump, and maybe this is how this person comes into his position. Comes into being president, so it could be a guy, but Okay. Okay. Oh, it's cold. This is tea. Let's see. I'm gonna read intuitively the cards, and I'm not a psychic. Okay. I'm not a psychic. I just read the cards. So, who is going to be the next president of the USA? And I don't know when this will happen, okay? I have no idea. So, the central card, the theme, or maybe representing the person, is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is the clarification card. And I see this person holding the light. This is an angel holding the light. I would say this person comes from a very rich family. This person comes from a tradition of politics. He or she or his or her family, I'm thinking it's a guy, has been in politics for a very long time. So he has the backing, or she has it's a guy. I'm going to say it's a guy, but I might be wrong. Has the backing of the family money, family traditions. And because it's an angel, it might be a religious person. I know what you're all thinking. You're thinking Mike Pence, right? That's what you're thinking. So it might be a conservative person. It might be a religious person. It might be a person who holds the light in terms of religion and yes, in terms of religion and whatever. I'm thinking it's a he. I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's a he. So I'm gonna go and keep going with the he, a guy. It's a guy. So this person might think that he holds the light on conservative values. He is the one who holds the light on conservative values. He carries the light. He knows the truth. His way of thinking is the correct one in terms of religion, in terms of morals, and all of that. So a traditional guy, someone who comes from money, someone with traditional values, someone who's a conservative, even in terms of religion, Christian guy, right? And someone who has the backing of the family, in terms of money, in terms of politics. If you don't like what I'm saying, I apologize, okay? So, that which is yet not known. That which is yet not known is the Nine of Cups, the Wish card. Ooh, the Wish card. And this is the clarification. Maybe this person will feel like a boyhood wish has been granted to him by becoming president. This has been his childhood dream, to become president. Maybe that which is yet not known is that this person himself, he himself doesn't know that he will become president. Maybe he was not, really that. It's a dream that he had for a very long time, but maybe he thought, I'll never get this. Okay. Another way of reading these two cards together. That which is yet not known, and maybe this guy has like a child out of wedlock. Maybe he got, how do you say it, had an affair or something like that, and that produced a child out of wedlock. But mostly what I'm getting is this becoming president is a childhood dream. It's a dream that he had since he was a kid. A childhood wish fulfilled, becoming president. Now, the basis, the root for this reading, which is who will be the next president of the USA. It's not the next elections, okay? It's the next president, number 46. And the card that came out was the Ten of Wands. So, whomever this person is, he's going to be working a lot. He worked his entire life in order to become president. Or this will be much more hard work than he ever supposed it would be. So it's going to be a lot of work either to become president or after becoming president. A lot of work, a lot of burdens in his back. He's happy, but it's much more work than he supposed it would be. And this is the clarification card. So it's a lot of work in many different areas, in many tiny areas, and he needs to be aware of everything, of every little detail. And this might have some sort of consequences to his health, to his blood pressure, because I see this, and to me this is blood and this is our veins. So much work that his blood pressure might be all over the place or spike up, or some sort of problems, too much stress, because he has to look at so many things. There's like a vast grid of things that he must look into, that he must be aware of in order to do his work. It's so much work than he thought it would be, and it's tiny little things that he needs to be aware of. So it's a lot of work. His health might be affected because of that, and it's tea again. Like I said, it's cold in Portugal. It's cold in Portugal. Holy. You know what? I want to be rich, and I want to buy myself an island in a place that's never cold, ever. That's my dream, Okay, that's my dream. So again, this is not Trump. It's the next person after him. So the past influencing the present and the future. It's the Four of Pentacles. To me, this is another card that tells me this is a very conservative person. And you don't see it yet, but there's another card here, which is the Devil. Now, the Devil is connected with Capricorn. And today is the winter solstice. Today it's the first day of winter. And yesterday, 20th of December 2017, Saturn entered in Capricorn. Ooh. And the Devil is connected with Capricorn. So I'm thinking during Saturn in Capricorn might be the time when the next president will arrive in the next 2 to 3 years. Again, I might be wrong. But the fact that the past showed up as the Four of Pentacles, or the Four of Coins, and the general theme was the Ten of Pentacles, and then right after that, which you do not see yet, but I will show you in a while, you have the Devil. All of that is connected with Earth, because Pentacles is connected with Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This is why I'm saying during Saturn in Capricorn, this person might arrive. Now, this person might have something heavy, not heavy, but something very important on Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. I'm thinking more something heavy in Capricorn, or something important, not heavy. Capricorn is always heavy, but or he might have like a very strong Saturn connection in his chart. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Saturn on the risings, on the ascendant, maybe Saturn aspecting the sun or the moon, something like that. But this is another card that tells me that this is a very conservative type of person. The Four of Pentacles is someone who's conservative values, and does not move, does not budge about these conservative values. The same tells me, Ten of Pentacles tells me the same. And the Devil card tells me that there's some sort of obsession, maybe, about his values, the way he thinks, the way he feels. And I'm thinking, Mike Pence, don't be mad at me if you don't like what I'm saying. I might be wrong. I don't know who it is, okay? So this is the clarification card. Now, this card it's kind of creepy to me, because it's beautiful colors. You see this, there's a rainbow, and you know what rainbow means, I'm gonna say it, but I don't think it's true. But I'm gonna say it. And again, this is for entertainment purposes only. I do not know the person. I don't know anything about whomever this person is. And I'm not saying it's Mike Pence, maybe, but I don't know who this person is. So this person, maybe, this is one way of reading the clarification card. Maybe it's like gay or something, or covertedly, like hiddenly gay because of the rainbow. This is the only reason that I'm saying this, because of the rainbow. However, what I get from this card, it's not exactly the rainbow. It's the creepy smile on this person's face. This is why I say this card is creepy to me, because it's beautiful colors and there's the rainbow and all of that. But what I keep seeing is this guy with the creepy face and his eyes, like, I don't know. It's like, so I'm not necessarily thinking gay, or like gay hiddenly, being gay in a hidden way, this person, whomever this person is, whomever the next president is. I'm thinking like, I don't want to say that he's a creepy guy, but there might be something in his eyes. There might be something in his eyes that's a bit creepy. So maybe what makes him creepy is conservative values. And I'm getting again holding the light, because this figure is playing with the rainbow. So he's playing with the rainbow, making me think that he truly believes that he holds some sort of light in terms of conservative religious values. That's one way of reading it. Another way of reading this card is maybe this person played quote unquote with gay how do you say, rights. Played in a negative way, meaning played around quote unquote with gay rights, meaning just manipulated certain things in order to not allow gay rights to be upheld, and in order to only allow conservative rights to be upheld. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is why, this is a creepy card to me. I don't know, it kind of looks gay in the old sense, like happy. But every time I look at this person's face, I'm like, no, this is a creepy person. This is a creepy person who might seem really happy on the outside, but this person kind of manipulates things in a certain way to get his own conservative values upheld. And it might seem all glitter and light to the others. It might seem rainbow in puppies and kittens and all of that, but he's like doing stuff in a way that makes them sure that conservative values are the ones who are followed. So he seems one thing, but he's like a person who's a very controlling person. He might not seem like a very controlling person, but he is a very controlling person. And in the past, many things had to be done in order for him, whomever this person is, be president. So many things had to be manipulated. You know, another thing that I'm getting from this clarification card is like magic. It's like using the law of attraction to make them sure that he would be president. Or even some sort of secret rituals to make them sure that he would be president. There, I got so many things from these two cards. Anyway, what's in his mind, or that which he wants? And it's cold in Portugal. It's really cold in Portugal. Ooh. It's white tea that I'm drinking. I'm gonna read, yeah. This could also be the way he is, no. That which the population of the US would want. But I'm reading more this as that which he wants, or what's in his mind. It could be two different things. Now, it's the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords might represent a person, could be a man or a woman, of an air sign, in her or his late 30s, after the age of 40, from Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. You know what I'm thinking? Saturn will be entering Aquarius in a while, in 2.5 years. What if this person, what he wanted is to be president within the next 3 years, which kind of fits the timeline, right? So again, a conservative person, a religious person, someone who had a boyhood dream of becoming president, someone who has the backing of the family, someone whose family might have been in politics for a very long time, someone who worked a lot in order to become president, someone who will have to work a lot after becoming president, and his health might take a hit because of that. What if this person is already working into becoming president within the next 3 years when Saturn enters Aquarius? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it will be while Saturn is in Capricorn, but maybe he will become president when Saturn enters Aquarius. In 3 years. 2021? Which, right, in 2020 there's another election. So in 2021, he would be sworn in as a president. Maybe that's it's in his mind. And this is the clarification card. And what is this? This is, again, the feeling that I'm having is a spiritual card. It's more spiritual than religious. The sword of justice, in order to bring spirituality back to the US. One way of reading it. So maybe this is what he wants. Maybe within the next 3 years, he wants to be sworn in as the next president, and he will behave. He wants to behave, or he wants to be seen in a very humble sort of way. So he will be humbled in his role as a president. So he wants to be also a very smart and intelligent person or president. He wants to do his role in a way that seems humble, but at the same time intelligent and very competent, like the opposite of Donald Trump. He wants to be seen as someone who's extremely intelligent, but at the same time humble. That's what's in his mind. You have to be intelligent and you have to be humble. So in order to become president, this person, it's like I'm reading more about this person now, the way he is thinking, the way he's doing, what is his strategy in order to become president? What is his strategy in order to become the next president? His strategy is to become really smart, is to appear to everyone really smart and at the same time humble. It's the opposite of Donald Trump. Yeah, he's smart, this dude. Conservative, and he's smart. And it's like a 3-year plan, I would say. Maybe in 2021 there'll be like a new president. But again, I don't know. Okay? So the near future, a year? I don't know when because I have given no timeline, no time to the tarot reading. I don't know when will be the next president and who will become the next president. Is it 3 years? Is it 7 years? I have no idea. So the near future, I don't know, is it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? And you have the Devil card, which is Capricorn. It's connected with Capricorn. And this is the clarification card. This is a guy losing his shit. I'm sorry to say this. This is someone going nuts. Okay. So, within the near future, and I don't know when is the near future, I would say during the time Saturn will be transiting Capricorn, during the time Saturn is transiting Capricorn. Saturn, by the way, is called the devil. It's the old devil. It's a way of reading. There's many ways of interpreting Saturn. So Saturn could be controlling, could be in a good way controlling, and in a bad way controlling. So this is like the bad way. So this is the bad way of trying to dominate people, trying to dominate others, trying to control everything. This could also speak of mental illness, because you are obsessing about something. There's several cards that can speak of mental illness. This is one of them, the devil. The other one is the moon. Also the Nine of Swords can speak of mental illness. So I'm seeing that the current president is losing it, and maybe Saturn in Capricorn is making the transit of Saturn in Capricorn, the sign of Capricorn, is making Trump worse than he is, because he has, it's like making his health, and I'm thinking mental health, worse. Donald Trump has Saturn and Venus in Cancer, and therefore Saturn in Capricorn will be directly opposing his natal Saturn and his natal Venus. Therefore, I would say that the near future might be 1 to 2 years at least during the transit of Saturn in Capricorn. Something might happen to Donald Trump in terms of his health, and I'm thinking his mental health, that will allow for the plans of this person, of this man, of the next president come into place. You understand? So, or it may be like, or it might even be sooner than he thought. Might be sooner than he thought, because something might happen with the current president. Something might happen with the current president. Something bad. I don't know what it is. I'm thinking, it's something that will make the current president just come and lose it. Just lose his mind. Is losing it. It's just behave in a worse way than usual. And because this thing will happen to Donald Trump, that will allow for the next president, or the person who will become the next president to move in. Do you understand? Feels like a chess game. Biding his time. Doing this in a slowly controlled way, slowly controlled manner. Another way of reading it, these two cards, the near future, it could be that the person who will be the next president of US, again, like I said, might have something in Capricorn or in Earth, and is a very controlling person, but he keeps that thing inside of himself. He hides the fact that he's a very controlling person, and he might have like issues with rage, and he might be very good at hiding that fact as well, that he has rage issues, but he hides it very well, and he deals with that side of himself, trying to control others. Now, the next cards represent him. It's the Strength card. So this is a very disciplined sort of person. Again, this card speaks of values, of principles. This is a person, at least the way he sees himself, it's as someone who is has a very strong integrity. That's how he sees himself. That someone who has strong values, strong conservative values, someone who is very self-disciplined, someone who has integrity. Now, you might not agree with his values, but to him, these are the right values. Very strong person, very willful. Doesn't matter how long it takes to achieve whatever he or she wants. It's a guy, it's not a woman. It's a guy, I'm sorry. He might have something in Leo. He might belong to the generation of Pluto in Leo. I belong to the generation of Pluto in Libra. So he might belong to the generation of Pluto in Leo, because the Strength card is connected with Leo. Or he might have something in Leo. For instance, he might have rising sign in Leo, he might have sun in Leo, he might have moon in Leo, but he might have something very strong on Earth, which I'm thinking Capricorn. I'm going to give you an example. This person could have, for instance, a rising sign in Leo and Saturn on his rising sign in Leo, which would give him a very strong Earth flavor, for instance. So this is a very self-disciplined person. He can contain his impulses. He can discipline himself. He has strong moral values, the way he sees it. Okay. And this is a clarification card, which I don't understand exactly how to read. The clarification card. Like, there's two figures here, and the two of them, like one has his eyes closed, the bigger, and the other one has his eyes open. So maybe there's like this fighting inside of him. Maybe there's like another quote-unquote person inside of him. How do I say it? Not person, another part of his personality that he needs to keep hidden, that he needs to hide, that he needs to control. There's a part of himself that he needs to hide and he needs to control. And he needs to do this in a very willful way. He needs to exert a lot of self-control. This person is completely different from Donald Trump. This person wants to appear humble and smart, and at the same time, this person has a very strong ability to contain part of himself, to control part of himself. Unlike Donald Trump does not contain himself, does not control himself. This person does. This person can control himself completely. There's a part of him that he does not want others to see, or himself to see. There's a part of him that he just willfully keeps hidden, does not want that part of him to see the light. And he needs to exert an extraordinary amount of self-control. Again, this is the next president. I don't know who it is, okay? It could be Mike Pence, not necessarily. I don't know who this person is. Very controlling person. of himself and of others. And he appears again like this. He appears to be joyful, somehow joyful, but like in part of him, inside of him, is not exactly happy, because there's an important part of him that he needs to hide and contain. But this part is like asleep, being forced to be asleep, but he's not all that happy to make this part of him sleepy, quote unquote. However, how he appears to others is, this little face, almost like joyful. He appears to others. His facade does not speak of truly how he feels, and his facade could be of a more or less happy person. Or the way he appears is like someone who's always smiling. Could be that. Now, others, people surrounding him, or how others see him. It's cold in Portugal. Okay. King of Swords. How others see him. It mirrors the cards of what's in his mind, or that which he wants. We have the Queen of Swords, and this card that to me it's like the humble card, the person appearing humble, and it's on more or less the same thing, because others, there's the King of Swords, so he appears to be to others as a very smart person, the opposite of Donald Trump, someone who has a very long held strategy, someone intelligent, competent, all of that, someone who says the right words at the right time. And this is the clarification card. And again, to me, this is the humble theme. It's a woman and she's carrying water. To me, she's doing housework, and there's this sense of humility, a very strong person who humbly does the work, in a very humble sort of way, but happy way. You see how this this person is smiling? The figure is smiling. So this is how he appears to others. This is how others see him. They see him as someone who is competent, someone who is intelligent, but someone who is willing to do the work with a smile on his face. And the normal work, the humble work, is willing to do the humble work. This is how he appears to others. Another way of reading it, if this is a woman, there's a strong woman who backs him up. That I would say it's his wife, a very humble woman. A woman who's happy to be with him, a woman who's happy to serve him. But yeah, a woman who's happy to be with this guy who's an intelligent person. But she could be intelligent herself. Maybe it's the woman who appears to be humble. Maybe his wife, the fact that she's humble, she's down to earth and humble. This is the exact opposite of Donald Trump. So this guy is going to appear intelligent. At least he wants to appear intelligent. This guy wants to appear humble and self-contained. These are all things in direct opposition to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not humble. Donald Trump does not contain himself. Donald Trump thinks that he's smart. He might be very smart, but not in a way that is apparent to others. So this guy, this new president, number 46, is smart in terms of strategy, long-term goals, and smart enough to shut his face, shut his mouth. And his wife, this person's wife, the next president's wife, is going to be the opposite of Melania. She's going to be down to earth, and she's going to be, at least appear, humble. Humble, down to earth, and happy to be at the side of her husband. Because Melania isn't happy. She's not happy. And everybody knows this. But she's not. The next president will have a wife with the opposite of Melania. It's going to be the opposite of Donald Trump. His wife is going to be down to earth. His wife is going to be humble. I don't know how Melania is, but it's going to be at least appear to others as more humble. Maybe because she doesn't dress the same way. Maybe because she doesn't have the background of being a model or something like that. Maybe she will go out of her way to not wear luxury, and she will be happy to be at her husband's side. It's the opposite. It's all the opposite. It's the opposite of what the US has right now. Now, the next two cards are in the position of hopes, wishes, and advice and dreams. To me, this is a dream. It's the Star. The president number 46 has this dream of becoming president for a very long time. He has a wish of becoming president for a very long time. And again, there's another card holding the light. He has held on to the light of his dream, of his wish of becoming president for a very long time. He wants this. He wants this. And to him, it's almost like a spiritual quest to become president. This somehow speaks to him. It's like he will be more like a religious leader. That's his wish. He wants to be more like a religious leader as a president. Like he wants to give light to the hearts of the people. It's more, yeah, he might speak in these terms of words. He wants to give light to the hearts of people. He wants to ignite their spirituality. He wants the US to become a spiritual light in the world. He wants the US, that's his wish. He wants the United States of America to become a spiritual light in the world, a spiritual model. He wants the US to become a spiritual model to be followed by other countries in the world. And he wants to play that part. He wants to be a model himself of how a president or a leader of a country should behave. Not just in terms of politics and economics, but also in terms of spirituality. So he might go to church a lot or something like that. He might be in the news as the president just went to the church, to the services. Like every Sunday he's gonna go to the church or something like that. So this is not something faked. This is something that he truly believes in. It's from his heart. It's from his very soul. He believes in this. Okay, this is not fake. He truly believes that he's right in terms of his spirituality. And maybe his wish is to bring the light to the world in those terms, in terms of what he thinks is right, what he believes is right. And again, there's like a sense of being humble. This card to me is another guy being humble. He wants to humbly bring the spiritual light of God to other people, to everyone, in a very humble sort of way. You know, the humble thing. The humble thing is like strong here. Being humble. Humble. Very, very strong here. But his values are strong. Okay. The outcome. He might get the job, but I don't think he's going to like the job. Why do I say this? Because the outcome is the Nine of Swords. He's going to get the job. I could read this again. The question is, who is going to be the next president of the USA? So this person, whomever this person is, again, it's a guy. It could be Mike Pence. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Whomever gets the job, he will regret it. This job will be nothing but headaches after headaches after headaches after headaches. It's going to be a very stressful job. Very, very stressful job. Not the way he thought it would be. And he's going to spend he's going to have insomnia. He won't be able to sleep. This will be a nightmarish type of job. Now this is the clarification card, which is a weird card, and I'm going to read this as a nightmare. Maybe you will have to work with a woman who will be like a nightmare to him, not his wife. Not his wife. Or, I just thought of that, the rising female energy. A rising female energy. Because this guy is truly patriarchal, you know, is solid in patriarchy. Oh, I'm sorry, how do you say this? Valores patriarcais. Patriarchal values. He solidly has them. He solidly believes in them. However, the rising female values, matriarchal values, the rising female energy will cause him headaches upon headaches upon headaches upon headaches. He might have problems with a very strong woman. I don't know who this woman is. Could be another political leader of another country. Yes, it could be that. And because this woman has the head of a bird, I'm thinking that this person very intelligent. This woman is very intelligent, strongly female, a strong female with a very intelligent way of thinking, but she's not. This also gives me like a feeling of birds that really scare you because they can kill you, like someone who will she will pick at you, pick. She will not be someone who's afraid on going on a fight. So this could be another political leader from another country, and the next president might have problems with her. This could be someone with whom the next president has to deal within his own country. Now this could be someone connected with politics, so a very strong woman within politics who might be a opponent to him and his politics and his strong values and his strong spiritual values. So could be an opponent, could be even someone he has to work with and he doesn't have a choice but to work with this woman and he can't, fire her or something like that. Or it could be like an activist, not necessarily someone in another political party with whom he has to deal with, either he likes it or not, but it could be like a social activist, or this could represent the energy of the rising woman, the feminine energy rising, which will cause him a lot of trouble and will be the major concern during his presidency. Like these women that will just not shut up. These women will just crow like like the birds do. Like I'm thinking crows. An old crow. That's what I'm thinking. An old crow who just won't shut up. And I don't know. He will regret that he has this job. It's a long-held dream. He's a very conservative person, but this job will break his back. This job will bring him nothing but heartache and health problems, sleepless nights, nightmares, and he has to deal with a woman that just won't let go. Either a woman or a female energy that won't. A lot of female, I would say, a lot of female manifestations, rallies or something like that, fighting him and whatever his policies are. And these women might be, you know, they might speak of freedom. Like their word might be connected with freedom, freedom of choice, freedom. And they might have, these women might congregate around a sign, a symbol, and this symbol might be a bird, a bird with open wings, and it's not the peace stuff. Okay, this is the next president, a very religious person, a very spiritual person, someone who's smart, someone who is either humble or wants to appear to be humble. He might appear to be humble, and at the same time he might think of himself as humbly carrying the light to others of true spirituality. He is very self-controlling. He controls others. He's very strong conservative values. And there's a part of himself that he needs to control heavily, that he does not want others to see, that he himself does not want to see. He might appear as someone who's always a smile on his face. His wife is the opposite of Melania. His wife is happy to be there with him, support him. His wife is happy to be the first lady. His wife is not a model. His wife does the housework. Maybe not, okay, but at least that she will appear to be a normal housewife. I would say ordinary housewife. And just, this is the opposite of Trump. It's like the opposite of Trump. I don't know who this is, okay? Whomever this person is, he will regret it, having this job. It will be more trouble than he thought it would be. And there will be like a strong rising up of female energy to fight him. Okay, that's it. This is the reading that I have. I hope you like it. You can come back and tell me you were right, you were wrong. Tell me on the comments. Be nice. Okay. And if you'd like your own personal private reading, please send an email to dunyazade@gmail.com and I'd be delighted to work with you. Bye bye.